Hey guys, it's Brenda Turner from LeanSecrets.com. Today I wanted to show you guys some ab exercises. I also wanted to talk about abs, some misconceptions, some myths, and give you guys some tips. The most important part of the way that your abs look is your diet. Just to give you an example of an ab-friendly meal, I just ate this before I filmed this video. Halibut with zucchini, tomatoes, and some brown rice. Lots and lots of vegetables, some protein that's about the size of your palm here, and a little serving of grains. That was about a quarter cup of brown rice. If you eat like that, you're gonna have great looking abs, even if you don't do ab exercises. I guarantee it. Next thing I wanted to talk about were the machines in the gym. The machines in the gym are probably the most useless, pointless pieces of garbage ever created. Any abdominal machine is shutting off your core unit, the ab roll-ups, the trunk twister, you name it. Any machine where you're sitting on your butt or you're laying down and your arms are helping you do 90% of the movement, that is an ineffective exercise. Next tip is train your abdominals at the end of your workout. The reason that you should do your ab training at the end of your workouts is because your abs pretty much help you in every move. For instance, squats. When you're squatting, you need your stabilizer muscles. Pretty much your entire core is helping you out. You don't want to pre-fatigue your abdominals and maybe risk an injury or just not perform as well. Keep your abs fresh until the end of your workout, then hit abs. Now let's talk about floor crunches for a second. Floor crunches are probably the most popular way to train abdominals. I'm not totally against floor crunches. There's a time and place for floor crunches, absolutely. If you are a beginner, very much beginner, and you have no core stabilization whatsoever, that would be a good time to start with floor crunches. If you've had a cesarean or you had a pregnancy and your abdominal nerves may have had some strain or damage, that's a good time to start with floor crunches. If you're in a wheelchair and you can't stabilize on an unstable surface, that would be a good time to do floor crunches. But for most other cases, you're gonna get a lot more out of doing your abdominal training on a stability ball. The stability ball not only allows you for flexion, which is the crunch forward, but it also allows you to extend, which is when you release back. That's gonna engage more of your abdominals than just doing it on the floor. If you're doing it on the floor and you don't get that stretch back, you're not gonna get as much out of the crunch up. Now there's something called half repping, which is like little baby crunches. And that's a bad habit to get into, not only because usually you're jerking your head forward, you're straining on your neck, that's gonna be really uncomfortable, your neck's gonna hurt. It's also not the greatest because it's a herky-jerky motion and you're not getting a full range of motion. You're not getting a full extension and flexion. You're basically leaving a whole bunch of cash on the table. You're not getting the full benefit of the exercise. You're able to do 1,000. It's usually because you're using momentum, you're using your hands behind your head, you're jerking yourself forward, maybe even using your hip flexors, and you're not doing the full range of motion. It's always, always better to do 5 really good form of any exercise, but of your abdominals, 5 really good all the way back, all the way up, than to do 50 or 500 little half rep crunches. Now I'm gonna talk about my favorite ab exercises. A great move for stability is the knee balance on the ball. So I like to get into kind of a hands on the ball, knees on the ball. You gotta kind of crouch into it. And then you slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come on up. And you can make little circles. It's good to do this by a wall for the first couple of weeks that you try this. This is something that you would want to do at the end of your workout, and you kind of time yourself, see how many seconds you can hold it, and then you would superset this with a different ab exercise. One of the best lower abdominal exercises, in my opinion, is a hanging knee raise or the hanging leg raise. I like to do these with the armband because I find that my shoulders get tired and my arms get tired way before my abs get tired if I'm just hanging there. So I really like to use those arm slings. Really important with any exercise, including this one, is to not use momentum. Try to keep it slow and controlled. Exhale on the way up and you inhale on the way down. The next lower abdominal exercise I really like is the knee roll-ins on the stability ball. I like to sometimes even add a push-up in there. You can cross over knee to opposite elbow. You can make them really hard by just doing one leg at a time. You can make little circles with the one leg. or you can just stick to 2 legs. Next is the ab rollout on the stability ball. The ab rollout on the stability ball is waking up your TVA, your transverse abdominis. Your transverse abdominis is kind of like your weight belt in your abs, and it's going to kind of get everything sucked in. It's really important to make sure that you keep your head in alignment with your whole body. A lot of people kind of tip their head forward, or they're looking forward, they're looking around. Make sure you keep your eyes on your ball or in line with your body. Next exercise is the ab wheel. Start with the ab roll-ups on the stability ball first, then go to the ab wheel. When you're using the ab wheel, make sure you don't go out too far in the beginning. Next exercise is a Superman. Just like I was mentioning before, we don't want too much flexion, so we want some extension, and that's exactly what the Superman's gonna deliver. Nice, open extension as high up as you can. This is gonna balance out the abdominal muscles with the lower back muscles. Finally, we got the alternating plank reaches. All right guys, so those are the exercises that I wanted to show you today. I wanna say hello to Carla and Kat. I met Kat at the Miami International Airport. Hi Kat, and I met Carla today at the gym. So if you guys happen to see me out in public, I love it when you guys come and say hi. Please feel free to say hello to me, and I will give you a big sweaty hug, because 9 out of 10 times I'm gonna be a sweaty mess when you run into me at Whole Foods or whatever. So hello, Kat and Carla, and hello to everybody else who put such nice comments on my last video. You guys mean the world to me. It made me feel so bad for leaving for so long, and it also made me feel so happy. It made me feel really good to know that I've got all these friends, and so thank you so much. All right guys, if you have any more questions about how to get and stay lean, firm, and toned, you can put it in the comment box below so that I can make it into a video. Also, you can buy my ebook at leansecrets.com or click this link right here. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!